The first update, the November security patch for 2022, is here for the Pixel 7 and the Pixel 7 Pro, all the way back to the 4a. But we're going to concentrate today on the 7 and the 7 Pro. And one of the benefits that we had talked about was sticking with the relatively same hardware design as last year on the 7 and the 7 Pro, and also releasing Android 13 a full 2 months before this device came out, is that the engineers weren't splitting their attention between polishing a device that's already released and dealing with any bugs that may crop up in the meantime. So when you get to the first update, if there is a big ticket item you want to work on, they were able to go at it full bore. And I think that's what they've done with the Pixel 7 and the Pixel 7 Pro, especially when it comes to battery life, where I could say even in the first day, I have noticed a significant improvement. I was struggling to get to 6 hours of screen on time, and now I could get easily 7 hours of screen on time. And the thing I think they honed in on and that they worked on was kind of the key ingredient to Apple's battery recipe these past couple years with the iPhone 13 and the 14, and that is battery drain. You just can't have it. For whatever reason, no Android manufacturer has been able to hone in on this and really kind of damp it down and keep the battery drain to a minimum, but they seem to have done a better job. Still not as good as my iPhone when it comes to battery drain, but it's significantly better than it was. At this point in the day, even with just regular use, I'd usually be in the low 70s in terms of battery percentage. Now I'm at 82%, and I can tell you that was pretty decent use today, and that's why I could get to that number of about 7 hours of screen on time, and it makes a difference. This is what the problem was with the S22 Ultra. This is why you'd be sitting there for a few hours, and you see 10% drain away, and you didn't really do anything. And then you go to use it, end of the day, you realize, oh, geez, I'm at 20%, I only have 4 hours of screen on time. I was really struggling, 5.5, 6 hours. It was still better than my S22 Ultra, but I was expecting significantly better, especially with comparable battery capacities between the 7 Pro and the S22 Ultra. I wasn't expecting the same performance between these two devices. I was expecting the S22 Ultra to be more powerful, but I was expecting to get just enough from the 7 Pro, but get much better power efficiency, and I wasn't seeing that. But now with this update for November 2022, I am seeing that. And I'm quite happy with that they were able to kind of tweak that with software and get it running to a point where I could get that comfortable battery life, because a lot of people experienced that last year and enjoyed it with the 6 Pro, the battery efficiencies that the Tensor can have, and I've seen it. I've seen the regular 6 running well and what you could get battery-wise there, so I was looking forward to much better battery life. I think they've started to work on that. Definitely one of the benefits of not having to split their attention between polishing all these UI bugs and other crashes that might have come through and working on big things like battery life. They say they've improved charging as well. I really wasn't having the charging issue, so I can't speak to that. If you were somebody that was having the charging issue, whatever it happened to be there, if it was just a little too slow, the adaptive charging wasn't working quite right, leave a comment down below. I'd love to hear your perspective there. I wasn't having the overheating either. Is it a little bit better? Yeah, it's not getting as warm on the metal band as it was previously. That's definitely something. When you think about it, that's really something in software, because it made no sense. It was really weird, some of the things that it would overheat on, just regular stuff, downloading stuff. You had to figure that was software based, so hopefully they were able to get a rein in on that. When you saw the size of it, you think 26 megabytes. Well, maybe that's just a foof-off one. This is one they're like, oh, just get it out so nobody complains. It's the first Monday of the month. We haven't had the update out, and we're delaying it, and there's a problem. They want to hear that this year, so they just push out this small update. But as we saw with the change from the Android 13 beta to the full version of Android 13, if you had it, you notice it was like, 46 megabytes, and it broke it basically wrecked the thing. It was a mess when it first released. So small updates can matter, and certainly 26 megabytes did make a difference with my Pixel 7 Pro. I'm happy with it. I know there's intermittent issues, but there's going to be intermittent issues on any phone release. Like you saw that pink screen a couple years ago. People thought that was going to bring down, what was it, the iPhone 12 or something like that. Oh, this is going to be a big deal all over Reddit. Yeah, well, everybody that had it went on Reddit. Millions of phones. If it's 1,000 people, it's a big deal. They should be taken care of by the company. But it's not systematic. It's not something that's a problem in their software, a hardware glitch. It's individual quality control issues, which Google still has issues with on occasion. There's still way too much variance in the performance device to device. We saw it last year with the Pixel 6. A lot of reports of it this year with the Pixel 7 Pro. But I can't complain. Like it. Mine doesn't overheat that much. Now with that battery life, it's good enough. And when you pair that with a Black Friday sale, $749. And we'll see what Samsung's got. Samsung's going to have some aggressive trade-in offers as well. But there was somebody in the comment section yesterday when I was talking about the Black Friday sales, says that they just bought a Pixel 6. They're going to offer $480 trade-in value on their Pixel 6 towards a Pixel 7, and that's at the $499 price, or it might not be. It might be you get either or. But even still, $120 that you got to add in to get a Pixel 7, that's pretty darn good. I would go ahead and take advantage of that. So Black Friday, Pixel's got a lot of aggressive sales. They want to get people in-house. They want to get people on their ecosystem. Go ahead and do it. If you're a Pixel fan, if you've been waiting, if you're on a 5, if you're on a 5A, now's a great time to get into Tensor World. You're going to be getting those optimized stuff specifically for Tensor, those Pixel feature drops. You'll reset the clock on your updates. You'll reset the clock on OS support, which is definitely worth money. That's what you buy a Pixel for that up-to-date software, for all the Pixel feature drops that you get. Now playing, all the rest of it, Celestial, all the stuff that you get with Pixel, that's what you're paying for. So if you can get that longer at a price like that $499, $749, take advantage. And now they've got it where they're doing minor tweaks now. They can work on big ticket stuff that comes through with the monthly updates instead of worrying about, instead of delaying. Remember last year, we were waiting the first Monday, and I think we got one in November, right? We got a small one in November that really didn't fix anything. But then we didn't see an update again until January, and it wasn't running well. When phones are running well, I like that you get the update. I like the little polishing that they're able to do now, kind of the tweaking with the software to get it to where it needs to be and really go after people who are looking for a difference between the S22 Ultra. If it doesn't, the S22 Ultra is too big, too heavy, too expensive, then this now finally is a worthy competitor. It's got the update to prove it. If you've made it this far, like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Until next time, have that Steve-licious day.